I'm back with another reading vlog. This one's gonna be very exciting because I'm reading 3 fall themed books. All of these books were on my fall TBR video, so if you wanna go check out that video, I will link it down below. So many fall recs, a little time. I basically read 3 books in 3 days. Missing by Minka Kent on my Kindle, Housemaid by Frida McFadden, as well as The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling. Unlike my last reading vlog, there are 0 spoilers, so let's dive in. Another book video. It's Monday, I'm feeling saucy. Okay, I did all my morning rituals. Took Ollie on a walk, enjoyed the sun, worked out, did a nice meditation, started crying. Who am I? Took a nice eucalyptus shower, and here we are. Now we're gonna read. Well, first I'm gonna get ready and like do my makeup. But I got a bunch of new stuff, so I thought I would show you the products in action. Right now, the Sephora savings event is going on. So if you like anything, or if you need to restock on your favorite products, everything is on sale right now. So I'm gonna put everything that I'm wearing and all my favorites like that I wear every day down in the description box below. This is the time of year that I stock up on my makeup because let's be honest, makeup is expensive. Pretty sure depending on what status you are at Sephora, you get a different savings amount, but I just got a restock of my favorite foundation. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk concealer I got is the Hourglass one. A lot of you were wondering for updates because I used to use the NARS Radiant Concealer and I loved it, but I found it to be really drying. I felt like the bottle, for the price of it, I wasn't getting that many months out of it, so I ended up switching. I really like the Pat McGrath one, but they were out of my shade, so I decided to get another one of the Hourglass, and I really like this one as well. I feel like you get a lot of product. Finally got my hands on one of the Rare Beauty blushes that everybody and their mother raves about so much, and it's true. The smallest amount goes so far. It's like kind of blows my mind. So I feel like this is gonna last me actually forever. I don't know how I could possibly go through that fast because it is so like, hello? You get so much color payoff. I usually do this before I do my highlighter, but I forgot. Highly recommend. This is so good. I got the shade Hope. I ended up getting a backup of my favorite Holy Grail brow wax, but I still have some left of my current one, so I'm just gonna use that one. And I just take a spoolie brush like this and gently brush up. But because I tinted my brows this morning, I don't need any brow pencil, which is why I love to tint my brows in general, because then it just makes my whole makeup routine that much faster. And on the days that I'm not wearing makeup too, I just feel like I have a fuller brow. Okay, just had to do my eyes off camera because it's always so hard for me to do my eyeliner on camera, but if you want to see how I do it, so easy, so foolproof. I actually did a TikTok on it step by step. So I picked up a new liner from Sephora. This is the Pat McGrath Permagel Ultra Lip Liner in the shade Structure. I love my Makeup Forever liners. I wear them every single day, but no, I just wanted to try something new. It's a little bit darker than my other shades, but I do really like this color, especially for nighttime and going out. And I picked up 2 lipsticks. One's in the shade 10 and the other one is in the shade 70. And for some reason online, this looked a little bit more nude. Also, this one in the tube is the one I normally do. And I feel like this one looks different on as well. Like it goes on lighter and more like a cool tone pink, but it's so pretty. So this is my everyday shade. I'm obsessed. I just had to get a restock of it because I literally wear it every single day. And lastly, I wanted to try a new gloss, so I got the Pumping Gloss from Patrick Ta. Oh my gosh, this scent is bringing me back. Hold on. Holy crap. That bubble gum that's like a tape. That's what this smells like. But that is it for the makeup. I'm obsessed with this look. But I did want to show you the 3 other things that I got real quick before we get into the reading vlog. I got the Boy Smells Woodphoria perfume. Oh my god, I'm so obsessed with this. This is one of those things that's like an art piece. It's so heavy. This is just the top of it and it smells so freaking amazing. I get so many compliments on this already. I've only had this for like 2 weeks and I find this lasts a really long time on the skin. And the other perfume I got, I'm so excited. They're both such big hits because I've been eyeing this one for so long, but this is Missing Person. This one is supposed to smell like falling in love or the nostalgia of missing someone, and they got me with that. And let me tell you, I've gotten so many compliments on this. To me, it just smells like something familiar and I can't put my finger on what it smells like. Absolutely incredible. And I love the size of this, so I can just throw it in my purse, but I do definitely need to get the full size after that. And lastly, I got a Boy Smells candle. This is LES. LES, less Lower East Side. I don't really know. It smells so good. I'm gonna go make some food and then let's start reading. All right, first book, Unmissing. Let's do it. I'm so excited. I don't know what it is. I just get so much more excited to start a thriller. I feel like it's so much less daunting when you're starting a new book and it's a thriller because it will hopefully just keep me on my toes and like I just want to keep reading. Versus some romance books take me a while to get into. I just made an extremely late lunch slash extremely early dinner. But so far, liking this book. It's really short chapters and it feels like a really short book. I'm just about to start chapter 13. I'm on edge. The ex-wife, the first wife, who was missing for almost a decade, is back. She's kind of been stalking Merritt, the new wife, just to basically be like, yo, I need to see my husband. He's been out of town this whole time, so he finally just got back. They just had the reunion, all three of them. So she got to see her husband after 9 years, and I'm stressed. I still don't know what the husband thinks of this yet, because he was in shock, obviously. But I just don't know who to trust right now between the two wives. I feel like both of them are kind of unlikable, but I honestly like that. I can't imagine how crazy it would be if you thought someone was dead for almost a decade and then they just show up at your door. I think I would pass out. It's the next day. I ended up going to bed early, but I was reading this in bed until I fell asleep and I hit the twist and I'm shook. It was around the 60-65% mark. I had to go back and reread it because I was like, wait, what did I just read? And now I just hit the second twist around the 75% mark and I am so on edge. Probably not the best book to read after meditating and feeling all high vibe and zen. But you know what? I'm still here for it. I just need to finish this book immediately. I'm stressed at how this is gonna end. Oh my goodness, I just finished The Unmissing and we need to discuss. I really liked this book. It's a domestic thriller about a woman who was missing for 10 years, comes back to her husband and new wife's doorstep, obviously looking disheveled. And the story unfolds from there. We get both point of views from Lydia, who is the woman who went missing, and his new wife, Merritt. Both of them are really skeptical of each other. Lydia is judgmental because Merritt kind of has that life that she felt like she was robbed from because she got kidnapped and all these horrible things happened to her over those 10 years. Lydia definitely has an ulterior motive, but as a reader, we don't really know what that is. At the same time, we get Merritt's point of view and she's obviously weary. Does she want her husband back? Does she think she's gonna step in and ruin our family? So she's stressed out trying to befriend her back. That's all I'm gonna say. I feel like you should go into this book pretty blindly. This book just took me on a ride. This was my first book that I've ever read from Minka Kent. I almost said Minka Kelly. Definitely gonna be reading more from her because this book was also on Kindle Unlimited. It was under 300 pages, which I freaking love. And it was gripping, kept me on my toes. This book has over 23,000 ratings and an average of 4.06 stars out of 5, which I think is really good for a thriller. I would honestly give this book maybe an 8.5 or 9 stars out of 10. I'm gonna go with 8.5 right now. Such a great start to this reading vlog. I'm so happy that I started with that book first because I just devoured it. So because we just read a thriller, I'm thinking I'm still on the thriller train. Like I really enjoyed reading a thriller. It just like brought me back to life, but I think I still want to sandwich it and read The Kiss Curse, switch it up a little bit. And because I am 75 pages into it already, so might as well continue another book before I start another one. I don't know, I wasn't feeling like starting a new book yesterday, so here we are. Today's the day. Starting chapter 14. It's really cute. I mean, it's nothing like I would read at any other point of the year. Finally hit some spice. I'm listening. I'm at the home stretch and shit is about to go down. I'm ready for some action scene. Let's get a witch battle. I had no idea that the author Erin Sterling also writes as Rachel Hawkins. I'm shook. I finally realized why I absolutely despise my makeup today. Like I just want to wipe it all off, and it's because I tried a new sunscreen underneath my makeup and it definitely don't want to put makeup over it because it's like it pills. It's so foul. It's so disgusting. I just want to like wipe it all off. I honestly might. Gotta review The Kiss Curse. Again, this is the sequel to The Ex-Hex, which I read last October, and I honestly liked that one more. I think it was a little bit more fleshed out, and maybe it's just because the concepts were new, the setting was new to me. This one still gave me very much like Gilmore Girls vibes, Halloween Town, a little bit less. Technically enemies to lovers, a little bit of fake dating, but not really. It was like 2 seconds of fake dating and then they were basically really dating. I really wish there was more angst in the enemies to lovers. Felt like 2 minutes and then immediately got over it and fine with each other. Like, I don't know. I love enemies to lovers when it's done well, but a lot of times I feel like it's just brushed over and they're immediately into each other. But don't get me wrong, I liked the characters. I also liked the addition of the baby witches. It was a really quick read. I mean, it only took me a couple hours to finish this book, but I don't know. Definitely not my favorite book. I would say I'd probably give this a solid 3 out of 5, 6 out of 10. Would I recommend it? Not necessarily. And now I'm second guessing my rating for the first book. I remember I rated The Ex-Hex 4 out of 5 stars and I did really enjoy it. Maybe my taste in books have changed. Just the more I read, the more I'm like, go back to my previous reviews and I'm like, what did I rate that? I still think that one was worth the read in early October. Should you find yourself next Halloween wanting like a little witchy read. But now I feel like I really saved the best for last just based on everyone in my comments telling me how good this book was. So I have such high hopes for this and I'm gonna be so sad if this book lets me down. Don't let me down. I will blame you. Just kidding. I won't. This book is also available on Kindle Unlimited. I've included this in my Kindle Unlimited guide, which I will link below. So I'm probably gonna download it to my Kindle just so that I have the option when I'm going to bed. I just prefer to read on my Kindle instead of a physical book so that I can make the font really big. Once again, I've been finding it hard to just dive right into another book after I finish another one. So I only started this a little bit last night. I'm just about to start chapter 11, about 60 pages in. I'm actually really liking it so far. I have no idea what the heck is happening. All I know is I absolutely hate the wife. She's so annoying and so mean. For some reason, I thought I was gonna go into this absolutely hating the housemaid. I thought she was gonna be the rude one, but it's the other way around. But I'm gonna go to the coffee shop, do some work, also try to read a little bit. I'm gonna bring my Kindle though instead of this book. I don't know what's going on with the wife, but she has got to be one of the most unlikable characters I've read in so long. It's so frustrating. Like every time she tells her to do something and she does it literally perfectly, she'll be like, you did that wrong. The daughter's also a raging bitch. Earlier in the book, she asked the housemaid to make her a snack. So she made her these peanut butter crackers and then she immediately started screaming, being like, you know, I have a peanut allergy. So she runs to her mom, tells her that the housemaid tried to kill her with this peanut butter. And the mom's like, how dare you? How could you do this? The housemaid's thinking like, your daughter had a deathly peanut allergy. Why would you have a big ass jar of peanut butter in front of your cabinet and also not tell her? Fast forward later in the book, she's talking to the husband and he's like, what are you talking about? She doesn't have a peanut allergy. Like, what on earth? It'll probably get crazy, but I just have no idea where this story could possibly go and what twist it could be. Aside from the prologue has me interested and I'm like, what's happening here? Oh my gosh, you cannot stay at the hotel room with the husband, girl. This is a bad idea. She's already not supposed to be hanging out with him and she took a playbill from the Broadway show they went to. I'm like, are you dumb? I love that you can see how much time has passed by how curly my hair is getting. I'm stressed and I'm scared, but I also don't know the details of her past, like why things happened. She's just alluded to it, but hasn't given the reason. Her past could be bad. I'm scared. God, this housemaid is really digging herself into a hole and I could not be more stressed. She needs to stop. Like she needs to chill. I'm at the 58% mark. I kind of have a theory now of where this could potentially go, what the twist could be, what's actually going on. I don't know. I'm excited to see if I'm correct. And just like that, book 3 out of 3 is complete. Woo! I finished The Housemaid last night and holy shit! This book was so good. Obviously, I don't want to give anything away, but this was a really good thriller. So if you need to scratch that itch and just have a really quick, fast-paced thriller that will just be so easy to binge, this is a great one. The wife in this book was so unhinged, like unbearable. Just thinking if I were in that position, like how frustrating it would be. There were so many times I just literally wanted to throw this book. I also really liked how the housemaid, you don't know what her past is that she keeps alluding to. I will say the only thing is the big twist in this and like the overarching storyline reminded me so much of another thriller that I absolutely loved a couple years ago and another book that I always recommend, but I'm not gonna say which book that was because if I say the book and you've already read it, it's probably not gonna be inclined to pick this up just because the twist is kind of ruined. However, even though I have seen this storyline before, I'm still really glad that I read this and there definitely were twists that I did not see coming. This was done so well and it did set it up for a sequel at the end and I guess the sequel comes out, I think early 2023. So I'm so excited. I think it's called The Handmaid, or oh my God, I keep wanting to say The Handmaid's. It's called The Housemaid's Secret. The fact that it will be on Kindle Unlimited as well. So I'm so excited. This was such a fun video. I absolutely love diving into 3 books in 3 days. These 2 I would definitely recommend. And again, they're both on Kindle Unlimited. So if you have a Kindle, they're basically free. I mean, you're subscribed, but like it's free. My favorite by far from this week was The Housemaid, but The Unmissing was still a really good thriller and it was so quick. Honestly, these books had a lot of similarities as well. Make sure you're following me on my TikTok at Caitlin B and also on Instagram at Caitlin B, especially if you want to DM me so we can chat spoilers. And also comment below if you've read any of these books, what your thoughts were, what you rated them. Spoiler free in the comments as well. But that is it for me this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Mwah!